Coach, start us off, thoughts on the game.
Yeah, just a tough loss, obviously. I'm really proud of our group for their fight, for their effort today. We played a really great 3.5 quarters. And I think when you play that good of a game up until that point, you just have to learn how to close them out. And we've had a lot of experience with that this year. Obviously, beginning of the season, we had a couple more pieces and players that were impactful, but now we have a group that's really hungry, I would say, and really determined to make something great out of this OVC season. And it's game 1, and we have another opportunity on Sunday, so we're really excited about that.
Talk about your team's quick start today. You guys took about a 9-point lead midway through the first, and then you ended up going up 11 in the second. Just talk a little bit about how you guys came out today.
Yeah, it's just awesome to have that kind of start and give us some confidence, obviously, going into the game and understanding, hey, we can play with anybody, and I think that's what these starts have been for us. Even Aristo, Loyola, we've had some pretty good starts here the last couple weeks, so just continuing to build off that, and our group and team understanding that we're getting closer and closer, and I know it doesn't feel like that right now in this moment, but we're definitely growing and we're getting better.
At halftime and then midway into the third quarter, Eastern began to pressure a little bit. But going into halftime, what was the message to the team?
Just executing on the offensive end, and then defensively just really keying in and locking in on some of their best scorers and knowing that we have to rebound in order to win. Closing out a possession with a rebound is really, really important. I think they got some at the end there that we really needed. They would have been extra possessions for us, and ones that they wouldn't have gotten another opportunity to score. So, all around, I think we're doing a really great job of getting that first stop, and now we've got to close it out with a rebound. So
if we talk a little bit about your performance today, great game shooting the ball. Just talk a little bit about the way that you were seeing the basket today.
I think just from the beginning, getting those first couple buckets go down kind of led the way. And they were switching a lot, which caused a decent amount of mismatches, yeah. And I think just utilizing that and reading the defense, I think. And then also just my teammates finding me the ball when I'm open, and just us playing together. I feel like that all contributed.
Coach, talk a little bit about the ball control down the stretch.
Yeah, but first I just want to say, and looking at the box score, people don't understand this or notice this, but Sophie guarded Monahan, who's their second best player, majority of the game, and their second best player had 2 points, and that's a player that averages 12 or 14 a game. So not only was she scoring the ball, which was really amazing and great and aggressive, but she was also holding one of their top scorers to under their average, and that essentially put us in position to win the game, because if another team's 2-3 best scorers have over their averages, you don't have a very good chance, and so Sophie did a really great job defending, so I just want to say that to her and out loud so she hears it from me, because we've challenged her on the defensive end, and she really guarded tonight.
You mentioned at the beginning of this conference, but so a lot of positives in your first game. Just talk a little bit about how this game, you guys can move forward and learn some things from it through the rest of the OVC season. Yeah,
you just mentioned ball control, so just understanding the composure at the end of a game and knowing when we need to, be strong with the basketball, when we know when there's going to be pressure, taking care of it. I think we had some tough turnovers there in the last 2 minutes or so, 3 minutes, and so just making sure that we're learning from this and we're becoming more veteran. I said this to you, Owen, before walked in here. They showed their veteranness at the end of the game, and so we need to start to show our veteranness, because we do have players that are veteran, and so players like Sophie, players like Molly, Macy, who got substantial playing time last year, coming out and showing that veteranness and experience, and Ava Stoller, I know she's really disappointed in her night in her game, but having 7 assists and 7 rebounds as a freshman and playing 37 minutes plus every single night, she's learning. There's going to be mistakes as a freshman. You know what? And I've said this to numerous people. As a freshman at DePaul, I wanted to play 39 minutes. I didn't get to play 39 minutes, and so she gets to do this and she gets to learn through her mistakes, and it's only going to make her better, but Sophie here, I think, is doing a great job of leading, of helping younger players, and obviously Sophie's scoring tonight was just phenomenal, kept us in the game. She had some raindrops at the end there that I was like, this game is going to be ours because of this raindrop, but a credit to Eastern, because they did some really great things down the stretch that put them in position to win, and timely threes, that three that they hit. I would think if Molly's 3 went in, I think we win the game. Their 3 went in. so they won the
Yeah.
game.
Talk a little bit about Molly's performance today.
Yeah.
She stepped up and she's been stepping up into a bigger role on this team.
Yeah, she did. Was really aggressive to score it, and ran our offense. I think when we get kind of discombobulated and maybe not in great set offense and running, continuous offense, Molly does a really great job of getting us in that. So she needs to continue to do that for sure. And find opportunities where she can impact the game in other ways too, like rebounding, just taking care of the ball. Like I think our two primary ball handlers, like the ball's in their hands 90% of the time, they're going to have turnovers. It's just all about like having composure and, getting those turnovers down a little bit. And that's another thing I think she's learning to work through as being the primary ball handler.
As the OVC season does a quick turnaround for you guys on Sunday, talk
Yeah.
about the outlook for that.
It's the best part of all this. We get to play again on Sunday. So, we'll get a little bit of rest and we'll be studying tomorrow and looking at this a little bit, but also looking at our Western game and looking forward and just another great opportunity and another really good team. So, we get to battle every night and that's what makes this fun with the group we have here. They're fighters. So we're going to fight.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.